More than a year in, continuous use, daily commutes, and even a few accidental drops, the Samsung Galaxy Buds FE still reigns supreme as my daily wireless earbuds. And I have a few thoughts about it. Hi, I'm Nimrovv, and this is the Samsung Galaxy Buds FE. The charging case is coated in a glossy finish which is sleek and amazing to behold, but if it is intermingling with several abrasives, it wouldn't be the best experience. Personally, I prefer to use this protective case that I bought from Lazada. The case charges via USB-C, but unfortunately it does not have wireless charging. It is practically the same size as the Galaxy Buds F2, but I guess they needed to cut a few corners to reach this price point. Each earbud has a 60 mAh capacity and the charging case has 479. The battery life of this device is quite solid. I have been using this almost every day since I bought it, and it can take up to 6 to 7 hours of continuous use with active noise cancellation on. I never felt that it would run out of juice whenever I'm using it, which is absolutely amazing. I barely take calls here, but it is advertised to take up to 3.5 hours in talk time with noise cancellation on and up to 4 hours if it is turned off. The Buds FE come with extra ear tips and a rubber ring in case you don't like the wingtip design. Personally, I prefer the wingtips because they keep the buds secure even when I'm jostled around during my daily commute. It stays securely in place and it feels great. I can wear it for hours at a time and it does not feel like it's scratching my ear canals. I would sometimes wear these buds amidst multiple hours of commute until I get home to do chores, and they do not feel like they would ruin my ears at all. They're lightweight, non-intrusive, no harsh pressure, and no plugged sensation. I've fallen asleep a few times while wearing this pair and it did not fall off. I've also worn this in rain-ridden Manila and it still works well, though it only has an IPX2 rating, which just means that it's okay for light rain or just sweat. One thing that I greatly appreciate about this is the touch controls. Compared to the Buds 2, the Buds FE have such a better touch sensitivity, so readjusting them won't accidentally pause your audio, which is a huge plus. I often forget to charge the buds in its entirety, yet I still get nearly 3 days of continuous use thanks to the long battery life, and I never had them unexpectedly die during a busy day. The ANC for its price performs surprisingly well, and it cuts down on the engine hums of the jeepneys in Manila. It blocks out the clatter of the LRT, but do not expect total silence. Sharp sounds like coins clinking together can actually pierce through. The ambient mode is decent for awareness, but sometimes conversations can feel a little muffled. I often have to pull out the buds in its entirety to properly hear conversations that are happening. Unlike other earbuds and headphones that I've used that disconnect in crowded or interference-heavy spaces, the Buds FE hold their connection even in packed areas with lots of Bluetooth signals, which is a huge plus for me. For the sound quality, there are mixed reviews regarding it. I lean more towards the bassy side of it, which is something I personally enjoy. I love listening to music with lots of heavy bass, and it is great in that regard. The voices are clear enough, which is great for vocals and podcasts, and the highs are adequate as well, giving clarity to sounds that I wouldn't have heard otherwise.
The microphone is serviceable for the most part, and it is adequate enough for video conferencing calls and just general meetings. It does struggle a little bit in noisy environments, but overall it works well enough for most use cases.
So, should you consider buying the Samsung Galaxy Buds FE? Absolutely. It is currently priced at 4,887 pesos in Lazada, and it is a great purchase. If you're a student or someone who is constantly on the go, this is the device for you. The comfortability, battery life, and sound that is great for your daily use. The sounds of the bustling city will be drowned out, but you still have enough awareness for the oncoming traffic that happens beside the sidewalk. That's all for my review of the Samsung Galaxy Buds FE. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.